Hello, beautiful people of the interwebs! This is going to be my 15th attempt at a vlog. This vlog, unlike the last one, is going to be actually about this YouTube channel for a change. So I want to talk about what's going on with the channel, what's not going on with the channel, and why, and what is going to be going on with the channel moving forward for a little bit. If you paid attention to a couple of vlogs back, I had pointed out that I was trying to get some balance so that I could upload to YouTube more often, and soon after that I actually did. I started getting the balance and recording when I wanted to, and you saw some uploads come through. But that has not been the case since, I guess, maybe the second week of June. It's been about 6 weeks or something like that. And basically what has happened is a few different things, but over the past 6 weeks or so, I have been experiencing a much higher volume of migraine with aura and chronic fatigue syndrome cycle days than is normal for me. I would say I have had a migraine as many days as I have not had a migraine over the past 6 weeks. And sometimes they get better over the course of the day, but then you feel really washed out. And I normally only have CFS cycles about once every 6 weeks when it's a bad time, but I think I've had 2 week-long or more cycles over the past month. So that's been kind of unpleasant. But even aside from that, even when I have had days that I wanted to record and I had time to record and I put aside that time specifically to record, we've been having a lot of thunderstorms. And it seems like every time that I'd be set up to record and feeling good and like, yes, I can do this, we would have some severe weather. I cannot record when there's a thunderstorm going on. If there's any kind of like thunder or lightning or anything, we will lose electric here, usually between 1 and 3 times per big storm. The electricity here will come back very quickly. It literally just goes off like, boom, it's off, boom, it's back on. It's that quick because everything is routed really well for backups and stuff around here, but that's enough to make my computer go off. And when I'm recording gameplay and facecam and audio with Audacity, everything basically gets corrupted if it can't finish properly. So I absolutely cannot risk recording when there's thunderstorms. So if you hang out at my Twitch channel over the past month or so, you will have seen a lot of nights where I had said I wasn't planning to stream tonight, but I've had a migraine all day and I feel like really bad and I don't know that I can do like more than an hour or something tonight, and I just play Hearthstone or something. Or, I feel great tonight, I was going to record, but we got a thunderstorm, and just so you know, I could lose electric at any minute. And a lot of that stuff has been happening because I've just been streaming if I can when I can't record. All of that isn't really a big deal. It's like, okay, well, you're having some health problems. That happen sometimes. You get past that period and you move forward, and then you can continue with what you were doing. You just sort of pick up where you left off. And okay, well, there's severe weather. That's not going to last forever. It's apparently just because it's summer or whatever. There's more thunderstorms than normal this summer so far. I don't know why that is. But you figure, okay, well, you're going to move forward with the same plan. Well, that's what I was trying to do on days that I was feeling better, but unfortunately some computer stuff has come up that actually I've been seeing signs of for many months, but I just didn't realize what it was a sign of until recently. Basically, something in my computer, some hardware component is failing, and I am having a bitch of a time definitively diagnosing what that component is. I have been running all kinds of tests. I've run hours and hours and hours of stress tests trying to get either my CPU or my Mobo or my memory to throw an error because something's not right, and I can't get anything to throw an error so that I can, sort of focus in on this component is the problem. This is what I need to either have serviced or replace. I can't figure out what it is. I suspect that it's the processor, but I don't want to go and replace such an expensive piece of equipment just to find out that my gut feeling was wrong and now I have to replace something else that costs just as much or more. So I'd really like to diagnose what exactly the problem is before I throw a bunch of money at it. Where this problem first started coming to my attention, I didn't recognize it for what it was. It was many months ago. I was streaming Wasteland 2. And when I first started streaming it, I was streaming it for 5, 6, 12 hours sometimes. Don't judge me. But seriously, 12 hours at a time sometimes I would stream this game. No problem. No problem at all. Nothing would happen. And then after a while of streaming it, one day it locked up my entire computer. Everything just froze. And I think I restarted everything, and I started up again and was streaming, and soon after that, everything locked up again. And I couldn't see, like, no programs were crashing or anything like that. Like, I couldn't figure out what was actually causing it. So I thought it might be an overheating issue. I had my computer taken into a professional to have all the thermal paste removed and applied, like reapplied correctly, to make sure that I had the best cooling that I could, and made sure that the CPU fan was working and everything like that. And I thought that that might have helped, but Wasteland 2 would continue to lock up my computer sort of at random times when I was streaming it. Sometimes I could do 15 minutes, and then other times I could do like 2 hours. And also, if I played not in full screen, it wouldn't happen. So I started streaming Wasteland 2 in like a small screen, like a window, and it seemed like I was able to do this without any problems, but I was like really nervous about the game. I was like, why does it keep locked? Like, just this game. I could stream anything else. It could be in full screen, it could be in windowed, I could record, I could do whatever, no problems. Only Wasteland 2 would lock up my computer. So I blamed it on Wasteland 2. I'm like, I don't know what the hell this program is doing, but it's locking up my computer and forcing me to do a hard restart, and that's not good for anything. Once I stopped streaming that, there were no problems for a long time. And then very recently I was recording some Dragon Age Let's Play, and I haven't actually uploaded the videos yet because there was a problem and I've had some issues getting the content back. But basically Dragon Age was having this glitch, which apparently is a common glitch that I hadn't known about, where the fight in Redcliffe, like the zombie apocalypse fight where you have to fight waves of zombies, it doesn't complete, like it doesn't even progress. I'm not exactly sure, but I think we only ever got like one wave of zombies. And no matter what we do, we can't get any more to show up. So I'm looking this up online. I'm like, what's the problem? And people are offering all these solutions. And the most common one is there's a zombie stuck somewhere. Like, look all over, you know, there's somebody is stuck in between a couple of houses or something. You have to kill them before you can get another wave. And oh my gosh, I have seen every nook and cranny in Redcliffe like dozens of times. I've been up and down that hill so many times. And the only thing that we were ever able to achieve is about every 5 or 6 times we would go up the hill where the knights are. 2 or 3 zombies will have spawned up there, and you could fight them. But once they died, it like nothing had changed. Everything still, you couldn't get another wave of zombies, and still you couldn't end the fight, and still nothing would happen. I made sure nobody died. I tried to get somebody killed on purpose. Like, I did all these different things the internet said. So during this process, I had opened and closed Dragon Age like a dozen times or more. I'd restarted my computer, I'd reload saves and everything. When I finally decided, all right, I'm giving up, I've been at this for hours, I'm not getting anywhere, I closed the game for the final time that day after having done it a dozen times. And as I closed the game, it locked up my computer, which was the only time since Wasteland 2 my computer had locked up. And once again, it was on gaming. Once again, it was while I was recording. Well, actually, I guess this was the first time it was that I was recording. The other times I was streaming. This time I was recording, so I lost footage. Luckily, it wasn't terribly important footage, but what I was mainly upset about is I lost my face cam, where I was just explaining everything that I explained to you, but in more excruciating detail. So I lost that. I had to like re-record it, and it was real pain. I was like, why did my computer lock up then? And just so you know, for those of you who are wondering, the one thing I haven't tried yet is the console, because I hate having to go into the console to fix a glitch in a game or to do anything in a game. I always feel like if you have to go into the console to make a game work properly, the game isn't finished. I shouldn't have to become a game developer for a day to get my game to progress to the next part of a quest that I'm not really sure you can complete the game without doing. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'll talk about that once I get that video uploaded. So I have maybe 2 videos worth of Dragon Age content to get uploaded. But I thought, okay, well, the game was glitching. So the fact that it froze up my computer, I was like, okay, well, the game was glitching, so kind of going to blame that on Dragon Age. But then, this past Monday night, I finally had time to record Skyrim. I didn't feel great, but I felt like I could do an hour. I could do, like, I missed something the last time that I played. I would have time to go do that. I would have time to get to the next town. I would get maybe an hour or a little bit more footage, maybe have 2 videos out of it, maybe even 3 if it went longer than I thought. And I have enough energy to do that, so we're going to do that. So I recorded almost everything. I've been recording for 50 minutes. I was just on a road. Nothing exciting was happening. There wasn't a fight. There wasn't a dragon. We were just walking along the road and almost to the town where we needed to be. My computer froze up. Complete freeze up. You can't do anything. You can't close it down. You can't save your recording. It's just completely locked up. Frozen screen. On Skyrim. That has definitely never happened before, and I've played many, many, many hours of Skyrim. At that point, I was like, I can no longer blame Wasteland 2, and I can't blame Dragon Age for having glitched out. Now it's freezing up when I'm just recording some Let's Play of Skyrim. There is a problem with my computer. I'm pretty sure it's the processor. I'm just not willing to do anything until I can guarantee what it really is. Financially, it's kind of a problem because the motherboard that I have, like if it is the processor, the motherboard that I have can only handle AMD processors, which is what I currently have, and it can only handle one better processor than the one I have, and it's just the teeniest, tiniest upgrade. If I need to replace the processor in my computer, from my point of view, I really think I need to replace the motherboard as well and get a more modern motherboard that can handle better processors so that I can actually upgrade my processor instead of just replace it with the same thing that I've already got. AMDs do have a tendency to get extra hot, which is not really that big of a deal if you're just using your computer for normal stuff or if you're just gaming for yourself. But when you're recording Let's Plays, it can be kind of a problem. Things tend to get hot in there, and I've even looked into water cooling and had read about people's experience with having hot running AMD processors, even with water cooling in, and found that their temperatures were still kind of uncomfortably high. I would want to replace my motherboard and my processor, and not just my processor. And the same thing if it's my motherboard that's dying, I want to replace them both. And so that's starting to get kind of expensive because I don't want like some crap processor that's just going to get me by. Like I want something that's going to be able to handle things easily, and I like to play all my games at the highest graphic settings and frame rates and everything like that. So I would need something good, and we're looking like probably 400 or something for the processor. Motherboard, I'm not sure. You can get a motherboard for $80, but not one that I think I would want to use. So I'm probably looking at over 200 for one of the motherboards that I would want to use. And then I've never installed a motherboard myself, so I probably need to have the professionals up the street do it who I trust to handle hardware issues. I'm much more of a software person than a hardware person. As you can see, the numbers are starting to add up. And then the other thing, it could be my memory. Not my memory. My memory is shit. That's definitely glitched out. We know that for sure. But I mean like the RAM in my computer. My computer's down there. You don't realize that, so this means nothing to you. But that's where it is. So basically, what does that mean for this channel? It basically means that I've got about 2, maybe 3 Dragon Age videos left to give you, and I think 2 Skyrim videos. I managed to recover most of the Skyrim footage, not all of it. You are gonna miss. There's like this really nice breakfast like outside of town where we watched the sunrise, and it was really nice and everything. It was not really important to the plot of the Let's Play, but I'm sad that we lost that. We didn't really lose any quest progress or anything like that, so it's not too bad. And I did manage to save the face cam, but not the outside face cam audio, so I just have the webcam audio, which is the same quality as what you're listening to now. Not that great, but, you know, still usable. I used to use it all the time. So But once I provide those 4 or 5 videos, I am out of Let's Play material, and I cannot trust my computer to record more Let's Play material. So, I don't know how long it's going to take for me to figure out absolutely for sure where the problem is, and then purchase the components and then get it replaced. But until that time, the only real newly recorded content I feel I can provide on YouTube is vlogs like this one. Obviously, I'm not going to record a vlog every day. I wouldn't have anything to say, but I do want to record vlogs just to sort of let you know where we are in that process, if there's been changes, if I figured anything out, or whatever. But in addition to that, to just sort of keep content coming into the channel, those of you who've never been over there, I do have a Twitch channel where I stream semi-regularly. Oddly enough, streaming is easier on my computer than recording a Let's Play. And if you don't know Twitch, Twitch has this function called highlights. Basically, when you stream, you can have your broadcasts saved on your channel as a past broadcast, so that people who didn't get to come to the stream can come back and watch what they missed. But those videos only last for 2 weeks, and then they get deleted. But in order to save the content out of those videos, you can highlight them, and whatever you highlight is kept forever. Now, this function exists on Twitch actually to be highlights. Like, you think about sports highlights that, you know, it might just be a few seconds, or maybe it's 2 minutes if it's a conglomeration of highlights, but they're not supposed to be long. I completely misuse the Twitch highlight feature, and I essentially use it to make Let's Play videos. I basically use it to make YouTube length videos in my highlight section. I don't know why Twitch lets me do this, but they do. At first, I really liked that because it meant I got to keep all my content. But now that I've been streaming as long as I have, and I have so many highlights, just to get down to the first highlights, you have to scroll for a million years, and it's ridiculous. So what I would like to do is I'm going to start bringing over my Twitch highlighted content onto my YouTube channel. Now, don't worry, I'm not going to dump it all on there so that you get 8,000 emails from my channel in one day. I'm just going to start bringing them over one at a time, maybe a couple a week. It'll be good for a few people as well. I do know there are some people who have a big problem watching Twitch VODs, the video on demand, that it doesn't load at all, or it plays really slowly, or it'll play like 3 seconds and then it'll pause and load for 15 seconds, and then you get 3 more seconds. And that's very frustrating, but they can watch YouTube videos. So those people will be able to watch these videos. It'll be a little weird at first because the first ones, I think my hair is still black and I have no idea what I'm doing. So like, I'm really unsure and insecure and confused. But that's what I'm going to start doing, so I can kind of clear off some of the highlight section on my Twitch channel so it isn't so crowded, but still have the content there for people who want to see it, and also just kind of keep things coming into the YouTube channel while I can't actually record Let's Play. I do want to, make it really clear that I am not in any way giving up on the Dragon Age Let's Play or the Skyrim Let's Play. These two are actually even just the start of something much bigger that I want to do, because when I finish Dragon Age Origins, I want to move on to Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition, and with Skyrim, I'm kind of want to do Elder Scrolls backwards, so I want to do Skyrim and then Oblivion and then Morrowind and work my way back. I have all of the games. So this isn't a matter of me giving up on the Let's Plays. This is just a matter of a hardware problem that I've got to figure out what the hell it is, and then gather together the money and the resources and the time to get it fixed. And then once it's fixed, I will return to recording. But I don't know if that's going to happen in a week, or it might not happen for 8 weeks. I don't know, because I've got to actually figure out what the problem is. And then in addition to that, there's something wrong with my car. So I got to take my car in tomorrow morning, and I want to see how much that's going to cost before I go any further, because I think what I'm going to have to do is actually take the computer down the street to the professionals and have them diagnose it, which is really hard for me because I have to be without like my main desktop computer for like 3 to 5 days while they run all these different diagnostic tests and try to figure out exactly, like, pinpoint the problem so they can be sure they tell me the right thing. They're very, very good at what they do, but it takes time to work you into their schedule and then make sure that they do it right. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I just want to wait and see how expensive the car is first before I do that. Everything comes down at once, doesn't it? You get the migraines, you get the CFS, your computer breaks, your car breaks, you got no money in the bank account because everybody wants it to fix all the things. Like, what is going on? But life is just like that sometimes, and it'll be fine. The good thing is, in terms of providing new content, I can still stream on Twitch, and I will continue to do that. I stream on Twitch a couple of times a week. I streamed last night. We did Darkest Dungeon. It was super, super fun. I don't know when you're seeing this, but that was a Wednesday night, I think. And then this Saturday, which is, I think, the 18th of July, I am hoping to do a Dark Souls stream because I'm trying to I'm trying to defeat Ornstein and Smo. I'm doing a terrible job and I keep getting killed, so I want to go at them some more. It might end up being a terrible stream of me just dying repeatedly. Or maybe I'll get through them and then we'll see what's on the other side. And that's the exciting part. Like, what's on the other side of these guys? What's it going to be? I don't know, but hopefully it's good. I'm sure it is. Dark Souls always has something good to show you on the other side of, the difficult bits. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I'm really sorry to disappoint anyone who is really looking forward or really looks forward to the Let's Play videos of Dragon Age and Skyrim. And I'll get those videos together and out as soon as I can, but I'll try not to push them out all at once. Just because I have so little to offer now, and also because they're going to be very difficult to edit due to all of the corrupted footage that I had to try to reconstruct. I talked a little bit longer than I wanted to, but hopefully I got my point across and you understand what's going on and you're not too upset with me. Hopefully I will see you around here soon. Thanks very much for watching and for commenting if you have anything that you want to say below. And I hope that you have a great night. Bye!